Home equity levels are at historical highs, with the average American having $212,000 in accessible equity, with still leaving 20% for future sales or for future equity. What does this due to? Increased in house values, and also with allowing different accessibilities to equity lines of credit. So different banks are allowing you to access more of your home's equity. Usually it's customary that you're able to access 80%, and some allow up to 90%. So what do you use an equity line of credit for? What's the point or purpose of it? Well, an equity line of credit allows you to access your home's equity with a lower interest rate than a credit card. And so some people like to pay off those high interest rate credit cards, pay for college education or other costs, maybe use it for home improvements, buying investment properties, or anything else that you can think of that is needed in your home and in your family's life. A lot of times home improvements are a big reason to access that equity with an equity line of credit. With that being said, it's really important that you're very careful with accessing that line of credit, because with that, there's a lot of scammers. And so my bank that I have my equity line of credit is always concerned about fraudulent checks, and even worse than that, having a scammer identity theft and having a person actually open up an equity line of credit without it being the actual homeowner. So those are some big concerns. What can you do to protect yourself? Make sure that you have identity fraud protection so that you're able to see any alerts for credit monitoring. You can also monitor your credit so that you see any inquiries that come through your credit. And then always use something like a two-form authentic verification like VPN, and a second form to log into your equity lines of credit. Keep your equity line of credit check secure, and make sure that you're not sharing your personal information with others. So an equity line of credit is a really helpful tool. I know we can have it open for 10 years, use it, pay it back, use it, pay it back, and you only pay interest and payments on what you use as you use it. So it's very, very helpful, and it is much lower than a credit card. On the other hand, you are tapping into your home's equity, so it is like a second mortgage or a lien on your house. So those are some things to take into consideration too. So for those questions and others, give my team and I a call. We can run some evaluations for you to see, does an equity line of credit make sense? Does an equity loan make more sense where it's a fixed interest rate versus a variable interest rate? Does refinancing your home on your first mortgage make sense to consolidate and have one payment? Those are things that we'll look at together and give you an honest, open evaluation at no cost, and then you can make an informed decision on what's best for you and your family's needs. This is Dawn Connors at Mortgage One, providing you fantastic mortgage solutions.